another episode of General Zena, Tuesday Tales. So, so, John and I recording this, so, I don't, know, like, at least I've got, like, how to, like, get the, like, get my, like, a movie, like, on my, like, computer, uh, to like sound like a Kodak to movie. So I'm just like, doing it like on like a stock image. Anyway, uh, well, not like, well, I don't want to do, but anyway. So today, we shall be reading. So the story of the Gordian knot and how it was untied. Um, so let's get started. Gordius was a poor farmer who lived in the country of Phrygia in Asia Minor, or present-day Turkey. He was poor in every sense. Poor in his land, poor in property, and poor in health. With one cart and one team of oxen, it was all he could do just to plow and plant the rocky soil which yielded him so little. One spring day, when he was making a furrow for beans, an eagle swooped down from the sky. At first, Gorgias thought the bird of prey was going to attack his oxen. There's not enough beef on their bones for a decent meal, he said, half to himself, half to the eagle. But the great bird merely floated toward Gorgias, perched upon the plow, folded its powerful wings, um, and sat there. Gordius was greatly disturbed. Surely this means something, he thought. It must be some kind of portent, perhaps. A message from the gods. But what can it mean? I must find someone who can interpret this omen, if it's what it is. Or that's like what it is, rather. The next morning, Gordius set out for the temple of Zeus that stood in the chief city of Phrygia. He had never been there before. He knew nothing of city ways or city life. He did not even know that there had been a civil war, and that Phrygia had been without a king for some years. After much fighting and much bloodshed about who should rule the land, the people had still come to no decision. Finally, they sent to the oracle of Apollo for guidance. The answer had just arrived. The lowliest thing shall be the highest. It ran. The Father shall turn the neediest into the mightiest. It was an impressive saying, but as an answer, no one could understand it. Not until poor Gorgias drove into the city, told about the eagle's omens, and asked to be directed to the temple of Zeus. Did the townspeople say, begin rather to say that the oracle's message might not remain a mystery? He is certainly the loneliest looking thing ever to enter the city, said one. Nothing is needier than a farmer whose poor oxen can barely drag his cart, said another. But what has that to do with a father? Let's take him to the temple of Zeus, said the first man, who seemed to be a person of some authority. Perhaps the priest can explain. After Gorgias told his story, the priest said, Come back at nightfall. First I must meditate. Then after the evening sacrifice I may unravel the meaning of all this. When Gorgias returned, he was filled by a great crowd that poured into the temple. The priest raised his hands high above his head and addressed them. The god has spoken. What Gorgias saw was not only an omen but also a prophecy. The oracle of Apollo and the eagle perched on the plow mean the same thing. The eagle is the bird who sits at the right hand of Zeus, and Zeus is the father of Apollo. Both messages tell us that we who have been so proud must learn from the humble. The lowliest thing shall be the highest, and who is lowlier than this poor farmer? The oracle said. The Father shall turn the neediest into the mightiest, which means it is the will of Zeus, the Father God, that we, who have been looking in vain for a ruler, have found him. No one in Phrygia is needier than this man. So Gorgias the farmer became Gorgias the king. He ruled wisely and mercifully. I just lost my place. For many years, for he knew the needs of the simple, plain people. His cot was placed near the altar of Zeus, and before he died, Gorgias fastened the ox yoke to a beam of the temple with stout cords and tied it to such a complicated knot that they could not be loosened. Hundreds of Phrygians and every visitor to the city tried, but no one could untie the cords. The knot seemed to grow tighter with time. People regarded the thing with something like awe, rather. There grew to be a saying: the man who can untie the Gordian knot will rule not only Phrygia but the world. 100 years passed. The death of his father. After the death of his father, Alexander had become king of Macedon. He outdid the mighty Philip as a ruler and a warrior. He invaded Thebes on the mainland of Greece and went on to subdue the other Greek states. Crossing the Hellespont, rather, he landed in Asia Minor near the plain of ancient Troy and routed the powerful Persian army. After an invasion in Egypt, he found a lowly city there and called it Alexandria. He won victory after victory. His achievements matched his ambition, which was endless. He was still in his 20s when he came to Phrygia, where he was shown the cult of Gorgias in the temple of Jupiter. He smiled. I know about this remarkable knot and wonder, he said, and I have heard the famous saying. He drew his sword. This is how Alexander unties the Gordian knot. And with one swift stroke, he cut the knot into shreds. The saying turned out to be right. The prophecy was fulfilled. Alexander the Great went on to rule not only Phrygia, but the world. Even then, his ambition was not satisfied. Alexander wept rather because there were no more worlds to conquer. And that is where I shall stop for now. Now, I greatly apologize, for that hour and 13 minute long video that I posted yesterday. Because, to be completely honest, one, I forgot how long it took to do the first few missions in Battlefront 2 campaign. And So the thing is, like, I started like uploading it that, or like this past like Sunday, so like a couple days ago. Then I recorded like another video. Like, I think it was like gonna be done by the time like I posted it. Um, but like it turns out that like it didn't post. Like I was still like 5% like of the way through like being like uploaded that like Neil like I guess like 3:15 ish maybe. Or like I forget like when I like uploaded it, but like it was sometime like I know like the show was like sometime past like 4. So like maybe at like 4 it was that like maybe like 10-15%. Then I'm like why not just like repost it? So like I posted it. Uh, um and anyway, so I promise I will make every effort to make every video between now then when I end this channel. I will make every or like at least like as many videos as I can or want to, depending on like when like it is, shorter than 1 hour. I promise that I will not do it unless one, it's a live event. Two, the game I'm playing actually needs me to play it for longer than like an hour. Or it's just like some like random thing that I will think of, then I tell y'all first. Anyway, so I am hoping to get a fair bit more videos out in the next like few weeks, cause I'll be having like a bit more time then. So I already have like a few like ideas. Like I already have like a slideshow like mostly finished. Like I just started to like another one, and I'm sorry that, and like I'm sorry that like a majority of like my past videos have just been gaming. Just like one, they've been like the easiest to make. Two, uh, um, and like I can, and yeah, cause like I just have like a whole bunch like going on, and like I don't want to, cause like what I could do is I like research such the topic, make like a rough draft, throw like a PowerPoint. Then I go like back in. I do like real version, like the final like draft rather. Then I can make it. Kidding. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.